Welcome back, everyone. We're going to have a lot of fun right now. I am going to tell everybody that our lines are up. Well, we're going to open up the lines to the audience for everyone to get entered to win something here. We're live on Facebook, so hi to everybody out there. Like us and follow us. We'll share the show later on. Listen up. This will be fun. Perfect for the holidays. I have with me Norman McFarling, and he is the owner of Arizona Soap Supply. I gotta say, welcome back to the show. We'll talk about who you brought, but I want you to tell everybody about a little gem that we have right here in our own backyard in Chandler. Tell her a little bit about your store.
Well, we handle everything that anybody needs for skincare. And I say that because if we don't have it in the store, we can get it. We have a lot of sources. We have all the most popular stuff and a very good clientele. We're the only ones in the state of Arizona that do it. And the nearest other supplier is probably in Chicago, which is going to cost you $30 or $40 a box to have UPS bring it to you. For us, you can come and get it and walk out the door with it the same day and go home and make your moisturizers or lotions or soaps or bath bombs or sugar scrubs or whatever you want to make.
So it's really cool. Now we're going to talk about your classes. This is the first and foremost one thing that we wanted to talk about today. And we have Tawny, who is here. You brought Tawny, who is your warehouse manager, but she's also your soap class instructor. Yes. So get up on the mic real quick. It's the first time. So
and Donnie is a professional at this. She has her own business. She's a qualified skincare expert. She's got most of the stuff between her ears. She doesn't have to look it up in the pages, see what the encyclopedia has to say. And I always interview the students when they come out of the class, and I've never had one tell me that they left with any questions.
Well, Tawny, welcome to the show. Tell everybody a little bit about the classes, what they're like, and what they learn.
Well, the most part of our classes is just cold process, so it's handmade soap. Takes a couple of hours. I always act like it's cooking because it's just adding a recipe.
It is cooking.
You whip it up, and the next thing you know, you have this beautiful soap that you can use 4 weeks later.
So, but it's a 2-hour class. I mean, this is not something that's short that you think that you go in and like a half an hour later you've got your soap. It's not, I want to say the word intense, it's fun, but there's a lot to it.
There's a little bit more than what you'd think. I mean, of course, it's all respect and understanding that it's not just oils that we're using, but we're also using an inorganic caustic, which is sodium hydroxide. And it's about respecting that, not being scared of it, but respecting the use of it.
Wow, it's pretty neat. Well, we're going to open up the line to the audience, and everyone's getting entered to win a soap class. So whether it's for you or someone that you know, our number here is 602-277-5369, and toll free it's 1-866-536-1100. I'm telling you now, it's a ton of fun to learn how to do it. And of course, everything that you're putting in there, you know what it is, so it's definitely natural. And some of the different things that you put in, let's talk about, make a bar of soap for me right now. Tell me what goes in that.
What goes in it? So you can use a variety of different kinds of oils, but there are 3 that across the board are kind of the top ones, and that would be coconut, palm, and olive oil. Mm-hmm. And they all have different qualities. So you're looking to, like if someone else was to go make a bar, they're going to pick the qualities they want or the oils that they want. But our class one is a really good, hard, all across good bar that's moisturizing, and it's got qualities for lather and cleansing.
And the fragrance?
Oh my gosh, we have over 260 fragrances in our store, so it's very hard, but every month during my class, I just go pick one. I'm like, okay, what do I want to make for Christmas, or what do I want to make for Valentine's?
And when the people learn how to do it in the class, they then can go home and do it at home if they want to, or do they generally come back periodically to use the facility to do that? How does that work?
Well, we teach them how to do it in the class. They actually watch me during instruction, and then they can either, their kit that comes with the class, they can either make it with me so that they have some, guidance, or they can take the kit home and make it. But generally, after they've taken my class, they come back and they buy the stuff and they make their own.
That number to call them is 480-401-1595, and I give that out because Norm, you've been here several times now before, and there's a lot of people that make their own soaps, and they make their own body care, their beauty care or whatever. And you say that a lot of people that come in here that actually sell it, it's almost like you supply them so that they can go off and make it and sell it on their own.
Yes, we have a lot of customers that go to markets, bazaars, that sell it to their local boutique that then retails it for them, and it's just something that really works. And there's a lot of little things that go into it that can make it a really supreme bar of soap, better than anything you can buy in the grocery store. You know, it's better than Zest or Dial or Dove for that matter. And you can control what's in it because, as Tani said, the different oils, carrier oils, have different qualities and they do different things.
But in your store, you carry all top quality, right?
Oh,
I know that
yes.
you have all the oils and you have everything for them to make the things that they want to make. And the thing about them is if you're looking for something special that you can't find, they'll find it for you. That's
Yes.
what he has said, that he always is there to help you find it. Check them out on their website. It's arizonasoapsupply.com. They're located in Alma School, on Alma School and Warner in Chandler. You can check them. They're also, you want to make sure that when you go there, you see them, because where are you in the mall there?
We're in the shopping center that's got Ace Hardware in it.
Uh-huh.
We're in the northwest corner of the intersection, and there's 5 shopping centers in that intersection. So
Right.
we
That's
got
why I said,
our,
I went by it, so I want you to tell everybody.
our name is up on the marquee, so we're in 1.5 high letters, so we're easy enough to find. And I would say if people want any advice or want some help with something, feel free to call.
They
Tani
do free
is there every day.
consultations.
My wife is there. I'm there. We all know. I substitute for Tani when she has the day off, and I've taught the class several times, and so I know enough to get myself in trouble. And we also have our clerks. They know the oils, they know the properties, and if they know enough to call somebody if somebody has a question that they can't answer.
So the number to call them, it's 480-401-1595. The website is arizonasoapsupply.com. We've got our lines open here for everyone to get entered into win a soap class. How fun is that? And it's 2 hours long. This is not something you walk in and you think, I'm just going to do it and run off. You're really learning how to make good quality soap that, like you said, you know exactly what's in it, so it is as natural and as good for you as you can get, right?
Exactly.
And it comes with a book. It comes with an instruction manual that has a lot of information in it, properties of oils and etc. and directions. So if there's ever any question, you got the book, you got us.
So it comes along with the book as well. And if anyone doesn't want to give it to me, I want to come on and do that again. Our number here is 602-277-5369. Toll free, it's 1-866-536-1100. What I also want to say, there's a lot of people that they make soaps. They love to do these things on their own. It's a hobby. If you're looking for something, a certain kind of oil, a fragrance that you're looking for, we have it right here in Arizona. That's what's so neat about it. And you say that you even ship as well.
Worldwide, yes.
Worldwide. So they'll even ship it. If there's somebody listening right now and you're in Timbuktu and you make, some soaps or things for, lotions and potions and all of that, they got it, and they'll ship into it if you need. Again, you can check them out on their website. It's arizonasoapsupply.com. We're going to go to a break. When we come back, we're going to talk further. Everyone's getting entered in to win. This is a soap class, and it's going to be for either you or someone that you know. The holidays are around the corner. Anyone would love this, and both men and women. So call in here at 602-277-5369. You liking that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's a couple things I want to touch on.
Go ahead. Tell me what you want to touch on.
Number one, don't trust Google.
Okay.
Because there's lots of misinformation on Google.
Okay?
And
Go ahead.
I just lost my train of thought.
Don't trust Google, number one. Number
yeah.
two, that you want to talk about.
I don't know how anybody can buy a fragrance by looking at the description online. and we have it in the store. We have testers for all of our fragrances. You can come in and actually get the scent. A lot of the more popular ones Tani has made in class, so we actually have a bar of soap that you can see
That
what
you can
that's
actually
like.
smell and know exactly what
Yes.
it smells like.
Yes.
Anything else that you want to bring up?
Not that I can think of at the moment.
Okay.
Google is the biggest
The
thing.
biggest thing.
That's the biggest thing.
And how to do it also is hard too. It's hard to figure it out when you can go to a
Yeah.
class and have somebody doing it in front of you. It's so nice.
It's better to do it in person than to watch somebody do a video of it and think that
Yeah.
you can do it.
YouTube.
And
okay.
at the end of the instruction, Tani always takes an hour, and if you want her to assist you making your first loaf of soap, she will.
Oh, that's neat. See?
Which is, they make it, but she tells them,
What's
okay,
that?
I say they make it, but she helps them tell them, this is when you add the fragrance, this is when it's ready
Right.
to pour.
There's timing. It's just
And the
actually
color,
it's
the amount of
science.
color,
It's
yeah.
not just cooking. It's science.
It is.
Yes.
Well, it's
Yeah,
like
it is.
cooking. It's like making brownies. You add a certain amount of things and stir them all up,
You have
and
to
you end up
measure.
with something you really like.
Exactly. We're going to talk about that. I'll talk to you after this. I'm glad you're here. I want to talk to you after you're done.
Okay.
I got a lot of them. I'm sorry. A lot of people buy them.
Uh-huh.
Welcome back, everyone. I'm in these videos now, so this is really fun. You get to go watch me in here and see what I look like. The last couple of years we had COVID and we were far apart, but now I changed it around the other day. I'm sick of it. I want to see myself with my clients. So if you want to go up onto Facebook and put in Networking Arizona, you can actually look at me and see what I look like now after all these years. Gray. So anyway, but also even so, if you don't see us live in here, you can also go back onto Facebook and see all of the different videos as well. But right now you get to see me. So I wanted to get that out. I want to talk also about certain things that you brought up during the break when we were talking to Facebook land. And that is, Norman, you said people should not trust Google. What do you mean by that?
Well, there's a lot of misinformation on Google, as many people have found out trying to follow a cooking recipe. One of the biggest fallacies is to use vinegar. Have vinegar when you're making your product, because that will kill the lye. Well, if you remember back in grade school when we made the flaming volcano, the paper mache volcano, and that's what that was. You put a weak acid with a strong base, and you get foam. And if you want that operating on your arm, then use vinegar.
I'm not having foam coming out of my armpits.
Well, so
That's what I'll
water.
tell you right
Water
now.
is what you want. Have a glass of water, have a bucket of water if you're that afraid of it. And that will, what do I want to say? It will negate.
Counteract?
Yeah, counteract.
Yeah.
Negate the effects. It'll thin it down so it will not burn. The caustic will burn you very, very quickly.
So one of the things I said when we were talking too was, this is not cooking. You said cooking. This is science. I mean, this is serious stuff, right? I mean,
It
it's
is.
like, it's all about, first of all, what are you using? What is something that you use that you said that you you used a specific term that you treat it with respect.
Yes.
What is that?
Well, you have to understand that it is a caustic. And like Mr. Norm said, it will burn you. So it's not about, it's easy to use. Once you know how to do it once you've gotten direction on how to make soap safely, you respect it. You don't go off and, slosh that all over your face, or
No.
You always do it very carefully.
And one thing that this class, first of all, we've got our lines open here for everyone to get entered in to win a soap class. And it's a couple hours long,
The
right?
instruction is a couple hours long, and then after that is when we actually make soap in
Okay.
class.
And here's the fun thing, okay? If you, let's say after the class and you want to make it right there, you can take it home. You get a book to go along with this, but actually Tawny will actually sit there with you and make it with you, which is so cool that you do that. You offer your time, and you want people that make this stuff and all that, they love it.
They do love it.
Yeah.
Once you make soap, you want to always make soap.
And it's
whether
your
it's
own
for
one.
hobby or for business.
Or for just your own self, right?
Exactly.
So you can do it anyway. And a lot of people, listen, a lot of people are looking for a side gig, right?
Exactly.
Making soaps, making your own soaps, but you also do lotions as well and skincare. But I just want to mention that. But we are talking about the soap class. Give it to somebody for the holidays. It'd be so much fun for them. Right here in Chandler, they're located on Alma School and Warner in Chandler. The number to call them if you want to call and talk to them, it's 480-401-1595. They do free consultations, and they're offering for everyone to get entered in to win a soap class. Our number here, 602-277-5369, and toll free it's 1-866-536-1100. It comes along with your own book, and it also comes along with Tawny.
That's
which
right.
I love that. Now, I want to say is something else that you brought up that I loved, Norman, which is that you can't understand how anyone could literally buy a fragrance online. Why would they when they can't smell it?
Yeah, and there's so many florals out there. We have orange blossom, we have some very expensive florals, and one flower smells like another on paper.
Especially when you start smelling a lot of them. Has anyone ever tried to smell something and you go into a store and you're smelling and all of a sudden everything's smelling the same, right?
There's a way to cure that. You just keep some coffee grounds around, because the coffee grounds will clear your sinuses.
Well, let me tell you something. These people are here for a lot of reasons. They're teaching us way more than just soap classes.
In our fragrance row, where everything, and that's the first thing you see when you walk in the store, is the fragrances, essential oils are right out front.
Mm-hmm.
We have little cups covered that have coffee beans in them, so you can clear your sinuses when you go from the heavy stuff to the light stuff.
And you have over 250 different fragrances and oils and all sorts of things. And you can make your own soap. They also do skincare as well. Maybe you're in business and you're looking for something that you've been trying to get something and you can't get it shipped to you. They can get it.
You can.
And not only do they ship nationwide, but they also will have it right there for you.
Yes, we got it. It's right here. You can walk out with it. And I would say, if you do own your own business, boutique or whatever, Tawny is a skin professional. She has her own business, and she does make product to order. So if you want a soap or a lotion or bath bombs for your business, here's the gal to talk to.
Or even for yourself. So you can call in
either
here,
way.
get into the soap class. How much fun would that be? The number to call here is 602-277-5369, and toll free it's 1-866-536-1100. Check them out on their website. It's ArizonaSoapSupply.com. Another thing that you happen to mention, Tawny, was it's a lot easier to be in front of somebody than to watch a video, right?
Yes.
We know where those are, YouTube, and watch a video and try and follow it. Different, especially when you're dealing with something like this that can actually burn you. I never even knew that soap was dangerous before it became soap.
And it's funny because a lot of people that come into my class, that's what they mention. They're like, well, we came in because we're scared to death of lye.
And so you say you don't have to be.
You don't have to be. You just have to respect the lye when you're using it.
So when you're doing it, do people wear gloves? I mean, how do you have them all
We do.
suited
You
up in
have to-
spacesuits and things like that? No, come
I've
on.
tried that, but they won't let me. You do have to. You have to have eye protection, hand protection, of course, long sleeve.
This serious stuff.
It is.
Man. So it's, people like to come on. When are the classes? Let's talk about them.
We have them once a month. It's always on a Saturday. And we have them.
When's the next one? Is it the 22nd?
It's going to be the end of January.
Oh, so we're
probably. I
not
think
doing it
it's
until
the
January.
29th.
That was right. That's what happened. I'll tell you after the show.
Yeah.
So you're doing one in the end of January.
January.
But give somebody a gift certificate to get this soap class. How much fun is that for the holidays? Go ahead.
I was going to say, we have had teenage girls and younger in the class, and I always just tell the parents, that's up to you. If your daughter is responsible enough, then fine. She's welcome in the class. I don't need somebody sitting there giggling and
No, it's serious.
fidgeting and
You're dealing
telling.
with lies.
It's distracting, yes, and it is quite important. So I always leave it up to the parents. If you have a 17-year-old daughter that's completely responsible, bring her along. She'll love it.
Is it
And so will her
mostly
friends.
women that do it, or do you have
I
some
have
men?
both.
Yeah. So we know you men want to make your own soap too.
And
They do. We have a lot of gentlemen customers now that own businesses. So
And then, can they just
beard
buy
balm.
beard? Let's talk about beard balm.
that's because Mr. Norman's got that business.
So tell us about what you have. It. You're an expert in beard balm.
Well, I use it myself. It keeps the beard soft, so your significant other doesn't complain that it's scratching. And you can, I like grapefruit myself as an essential oil in there. And it takes care of the skin under your beard. And you know anybody who's got a beard, more than likely they got dandruff on their shirt. You get little flakes. You get beard dandruff.
Well, what
And
would
this-
help dandruff? Like, let's just say, because you deal with the essential oils. That's what you deal in with besides everything else. But essential oils, you have many of them. What would help dandruff?
Something that'll moisturize. We like to put shea butter in it.
Mm-hmm.
Shea butter gives it body because it's what they call solid oil. It at below 76 degrees it solidifies, so it makes it a little stiffer. You don't have a liquid. You can get a liquid and put it on and let it soak in, massage it in. Basically, it'll get to your skin and give you some moisturizing, and then you don't have to sit there in a meeting scratching your beard because it itches.
What I love is that we have this little gem of a place right here in our own backyard, and they're here to help everybody, whether you want to make it yourself just to bring it home and have your own personalized soap or skin care. You can do that, or if you own a business and you're looking for things, they have it. You can make your stuff there if you want to also, and then have someone sell it for you. Maybe you want to just learn how to make soap and you just want it for yourself. We've got our lines open here for everyone to get entered in to win. It's a soap class. It comes along with a book on how to make it, so you can go home and do it on your own. Our number here is 602-277-5369. Toll free, it's 1-866-536-1100. Some of your favorites, I want to say, because